Okay, so we're going to work with Scarlett and Spike today, and we are going to learn some roller bowler. So the first thing on your Match 10 card is a slide mount. But before we do that, what we're going to do is look at the body and how the body stands on the board. Okay, we'll talk about the slide mount in just a second. So what we want to do is we want to have our feet shoulder width apart. You can see Scarlett and Spike doing this as well as me. Okay, so Spike, you want to get your feet a bit further apart. So obviously they're at the ends of the board. Okay, all of the balance here is in the knees. So sometimes you feel like you want to do this, but it's not. It's in the knees. So what I want you to do is I want you to bend your knees and keep your back straight. Okay, just like Scarlett and Spike are going to do now. Bend your knees, keep your back straight. Your knees will be constantly, opening and closing just like that. Okay, so that's our stance. So what we're going to do first of all is our side mount. So let's, Scarlett, if you go stand over there for now, and let's get Spike on here. So as a spotter, okay, you are going to use your hands to do this. I'm going to turn this actually to the side so you can see it a little bit easier. Okay, so you're going to ask your participant to come onto the board. Okay, you are always going to put the bottom foot on first. Tell people this because you'd be surprised at the amount of people that go in and put the top foot on first and they get hit in the leg or they fall over. Okay, so bottom foot on first. What I'm going to do as the spotter is I'm going to take Spike's hands, okay, and when I've got the hands, you're going to ask your participant to put their top foot on the board, okay, and then they're going to push up there first of all. They will always look down as Spike is doing right now. Your job is to constantly remind them to look up, okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to move away from Spike. I'm trying to move away from Spike and make sure he's got the balance on his own, okay? You always want to tell them to keep the cylinder in the middle, okay? So they'll be kind of constantly pushing it left and right, but try and get them to keep the board as still as possible in the middle, okay? So what I can start to do then is I can start to let go of one hand and take my hand to Spike's shoulder, and then the other hand like this, and then what I can do is I can spot from here. Word of warning, when somebody goes, they go quickly, okay? And they go, and they generally tend to flip upside down just because of the way the board moves, okay? So as long as your hands are here, you can ease your hands off and start tapping them on the shoulder, okay? Until you can eventually step away. One thing to mention, when you do this in a busy class, you do not want anybody standing here or here, okay? Just to the sides, because if you do, and Spike falls, that board is going to shoot straight into the shins and it's painful. So just ensure that when you're kind of looking around the space and spotting, that there's nobody standing here and here. Okay, so as you can see, Spike can do it really well, but not everybody can. Okay, so the more we, the more we're with them and the more training that they get, and the more time, practice time, the easier it gets. So to come down, stay up there, Spike, we're going to do it together. Okay, so you're going to take the hands back. Okay, you're going to get your participant to slide one foot down, take the top foot off first, and then the bottom. Okay, never, cheers Spike, just over there, never leave the board in the class like this because somebody could run along and slip on it. You always want to take the board and lift it up like that. Okay, so that's the position that it's in if it's not in use. Okay, so that is the first trick, which is slide mount.